Now, in a shocking reminiscence of Delhi's Braveheart tragedy, a 14-year-old Dalit girl was allegedly gang raped by 5 people inside a moving bus and then thrown out of the vehicle. Now, the dastardly incident took place at Singrauli district in Madhya Pradesh on Sunday. The bus driver was also involved in the monstrous act. Now, the rear wheels of the bus missed the girl by inches as she lay bleeding and unconscious on a dirt road in Nalhatani village, about 15 kilometers from the district headquarters. Now, a few villagers discovered the girl's unconscious body hours after the incident and took her to the district hospital after informing the police. The victim narrated the ordeal to the police after gaining consciousness. Now, police said that the victim was returning from her aunt's village when she was offered a lift by the driver of a bus operated by Siddiqui Travels. Now, this bus was hired by a local businessman for a wedding ceremony and it was heading towards the venue to pick up guests. There were around 5 people inside the bus, including its driver and 2 cleaners. Now, as soon as the girl boarded the bus, they began molesting her. The girl screamed for help, but the windows were shut. The culprits stopped the bus near a desolate area and dragged the girl inside a forest. All of them took turns to rape her. This is what the police have said. The victim told the police that they dragged her back into the bus after raping her and pushed her off the moving bus. The girl suffered serious head injuries. Police said her medical examination report is awaited. Her parents were also informed about the incident. Well, as of now, a case has been registered under different sections, including Protection of Children Against Sexual Offences Act. Furthermore, one of the accused has been detained. Well, a person who was drunk ripped up the holy book of a particular community, creating tension in Kolar. The drunkard was apprehended and beaten up by the devotees after the incident came to light. In fact, the additional SP spoke to us and this is what he had to say.
ಸಂಜೆ ಸುಮಾರು 6:30-7 ಗಂಟೆ ಹೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಮಗ್ರಿಬ್ ನಮಾಜ್ ಮುಗಿದ ನಂತರ ಮುಲ್ಬಾಗಲ್ ಪಟ್ಟಣದ ನೂಕಲ್ಬಂಡೆ ಪ್ರದೇಶದ ಮೆಕ್ಕಾ ಮಸೀದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಯುವಕ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಇಮ್ರಾನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೆಸರು, ಅವನು ಪಾನಮತ್ತನಾಗಿ ಮಸೀದಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಸಭ್ಯ ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ವರ್ತಿಸಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಮಸೀದಿಯವರು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಹೊರಗೆ ಕಳಿಸೋಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಅವನು ಹೋಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಸೀದಿಯಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ಕುರಾನ್ ಅಂತ ಪವಿತ್ರ ಗ್ರಂಥವನ್ನು ಹರಿದಾಕಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಇದರಿಂದ ಅವ್ರು ಸಿಟಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಹೊರಗೆ ದುಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಹೊರಗೆ ದುಡಿದಾಗ ಅವನು ರಸ್ತೆಗೆ ಬಂದು ಬಿದ್ದಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಅಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಪ್ರದೇಶದ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ಯುವಕರಿಗೆ ಈ ವಿಚಾರ ತಿಳಿದು ಅವರು ಗುಂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಇವನಿಗೆ ಹಲ್ಲೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಹಲ್ಲೆಯಿಂದ ಗಾಯಗೊಂಡು ಅವನು ಸುಮಾರು 8-8:30 ಹೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಬಂತು. ನಾವು ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಸತ್ತೋಗಿದ್ದ. ಅವನಿಗೀಗ ಮುಳಬಾಗಲ್ ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗೆ ಅವನ ಶವಾಗಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಶವವನ್ನು ಸಾಗಿಸಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅವನ ತಂದೆ ಚಾಂದ್ ಬಾಷಾ ಅವರ ದೂರಿನ ಮೇರೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕೊಲೆ ಮೊಕದ್ದಮೆಯನ್ನು ಮುಳಬಾಗಲ್ ಠಾಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಕರಣ ದಾಖಲಾಗಿದೆ.
In fact, after the incident came to light, the person was dragged by the irate mob outside and tied to a pole. He's been identified as Imran. Now, the police are currently at the spot but are unable to investigate the matter because of the non-cooperation of the residents in the area. Now, a Malaysia Airlines flight made an emergency landing, returning safely to Kuala Lumpur International Airport after a problem with the plane's landing gear. Now, as the plane, a Boeing 737-800 with 166 people on board, took off from the airport en route to Bangalore, a tyre on the main landing gear blew out. Now, debris from the tyre was found on the runway and air traffic controllers in Kuala Lumpur ordered the captain to turn back. Well, Defence Minister and Acting Transport Minister Hishamuddin Hussain said in a tweet, all landed safely, going there now. Malaysia Airlines had said earlier that the Boeing 737-800 carrying 159 passengers and 7 crew had suffered a malfunction of its right-hand landing gear upon takeoff. Now, a website which displays live air traffic showed flight MH192, that is, repeatedly circling Kuala Lumpur Airport before the eventual landing. Now, last month, a Malaysia Airlines flight disappeared on a flight from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing in unexplained circumstances with 239 people on board. And the search for its presumed wreckage is still continuing in the Indian Ocean.
My sister was supposed to come. Now they say that it's landed there, so a little relief. But now I don't know the status yet. Don't know what time again they'll join there here. So I'm not very sure of anything.
My cousin is coming from. In fact, he had been with his family to Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur and all. He was supposed to come by 11:45 flight. And I was told that there some technical problem and it has gone back.
Well, the underwater drone scanning the ocean for Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 ended its 8th mission, having covered about 2/3 of its intended territory without finding any sign of the missing plane. Now, this has been the case for 45 days now, which seems like an eternity for the relatives of the 239 passengers and crew on board, still hoping for a miracle or at least a closure. Now, relatives of people aboard the jetliner have drawn up 26 questions that they want addressed by Malaysian officials who are to meet with them next week in Beijing. Now, most of the Flight 370 passengers were Chinese. Now, the Bluefin 21 began its 8th mission Sunday, surveying the bottom of the southern Indian Ocean for traces of the Boeing 777. Now, it is expected to start its 9th mission later on Monday. Now, Australia's Joint Agency Coordination Centre announced that up to 10 military aircraft and 11 ships would participate in the day's search. And now for some district stories. 2 people were killed in a cylinder blast in Bijapur. Now, the incident occurred at Rambapura. Deceased have been identified as 50-year-old Ganga Shetty and 10-year-old Anita. Now, the blast ripped through the house, making it collapse on itself. The police are inspecting the spot and are also investigating the matter. In fact, 2 people were killed in a cylinder blast that took place in Bijapur. The incident occurred at Rambapura. The deceased have been identified as 50-year-old Ganga Shetty and 10-year-old Anita. The blast ripped through the house, making it collapse on itself. The police are, as of now, inspecting the spot and are also investigating the matter. Well, Mysore Palace is definitely an architectural marvel and a prominent tourist spot in the state. And now a visit to the palace gets all the more interesting. Take a look as to why. Mysore Dasara is certainly one of the most famed celebrations, not just in the country, but in the world. The palace elephants are decorated with eye-grabbing ornaments during the occasion. People who come to witness the celebration are often lost seeing the ornaments. All they hope for is to get a closer look at the gorgeous ornaments. And now that has become a reality. These ornaments were open for public viewing only during Jumbo Savari, and the precious ornaments used to be stored in a highly secured locker for the rest of the year. Now, these precious ornaments, crafted by expert artisans from Thrissur in Kerala, have been exhibited at the Mysore Palace premises.
The newly built showcase at the exit point of the palace, displaying the golden plated ornaments of the elephants, was displayed with the sponsorship of the State Bank of Mysore. Lakhs of people will visit the palace every year. More than 35 lakhs of people will visit the palace. And the elephants were the main attraction for our Dasara. It is possible for the tourists to see only on the time of the Dasara, that too the procession time. Now, every day those who visit the palace, they can see the golden ornaments of the elephants.
People have been thronging to get a closer view of the exhibited ornaments on an everyday basis. An array of ornaments including headband, neck bell, foot bells and neck piece have been exhibited in showcases specially made to display the ornaments. Special lighting has also been designed to make sure visitors get a good view of the ornaments. Enthusiastic visitors are happy that the ornaments can now be seen from a close distance.
ಇದು ಆನೆಗಳದ ಆಭರಣ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ನಾವು ದಸರಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೋಡೋಕೆ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ. ಅದು ತುಂಬ ದೂರದಿಂದ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಮ್ಗೆ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅಷ್ಟೇನೆ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ನೋಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಬರೀ ಟಿವಿಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಾವು ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹತ್ತಿರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಆಭರಣಗಳು ಮುಖಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಕೋದು ಯಾವುದು, ಕುತ್ತಿಗೆಗೆ ಹಾಕೋದು ಯಾವುದು, ಬೆನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಕೋದು ಯಾವುದು, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ನಾವು ತೋರಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
The beautiful Mysore Palace doesn't fail to impress any visitor. Now the stunning ornaments that are on display just add to the beauty of the palace. Ram, News 9.